A lot of times I find myself like, I don't even need to do much setting up with Central. I can just have either the Chrome extension open or this tab open and just use it as my AI assistant without like telling it very specific instructions.
Welcome to this next episode of the 9x tool demo with today a special guest. Today we're joined with Bryce Vernon from Zapier. Welcome, Bryce, to the show.
Hey guys, good to be here. Excited to jump in.
Very, very pleased to have you. And for the occasion, we have Jan and myself joining because we're very excited to see. Of course, we know Zapier, but one new aspect of Zapier that we've seen developed over the last months, which is Zapier Central.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about it from the community, also people we're speaking to, and I'm super excited today to actually get a look under the hood and see what it's all about.
Before you screen share and demo Zapier Central, Bryce, can you tell us what is Zapier Central? What is the overall vision behind Zapier Central?
Yeah, well, I'm certainly not the head of Zapier Central, but I definitely use it a lot.
We talk a lot about it.
I know something about it. I've used it a few times. So, I mean, from my perspective and, just talking with the team, more or less we wanted, for people to have an internal assistant using AI, right? We do have like chatbots, that's for external people on your website, things like that. But Central's really trying to tackle that, like, hey, how can I get someone on my team working with my data in the weeds of processes and operations? Like, how can we leverage AI to really assist with everything I'm doing at work? And so that's the idea, right? And so there's a lot of other stuff that goes into it, but I'd say that's the quick and dirty gist for Central.
Amazing. Jan, you have other questions before we can start the demo?
Well, the only thing is it's maybe just for everyone to know. So Zapier Central, where is it at? Is it something that everyone already has access to? Is it something that's coming up just for anyone who's hearing about it for the first time?
Yeah, so as of right now, it should still be in beta, which means everyone can access it. There is a free plan. I think there is now a paid plan. We'll see kind of how that pans out over time, but everyone has access to it. You can go in there. You don't need like a full-fledged Zapier account for automation or anything like that to use it.
Awesome. Then I think let's, without any further ado, let's jump straight into the demo.
So there are a million ways to use Central. The way I'm going to show today is just building out prospect lists. So we're going to like look at LinkedIn and I'll show you how I use Central to build out those lists, and they'll send companies and people and their information into a Zapier table. It'll be pretty quick, to be honest. It's amazing how easy it is to set up. So let me share my screen here. All right, so I mean, when you jump into Central, like I love these little icons the team has made. But you go to click a new assistant, and right off the bat, like you can name it and edit some details about it. Like if I go into settings, you give it a name, description, and you can give it some general instructions if you'd like. And this is sort of like a setup wizard. I like to just jump in and create things called behaviors. And so behaviors are more or less like how you would think about an automation. There's a trigger, and there's a bunch of actions you can tell the assistant to do. If you didn't want to like fine tune and be very specific about a behavior, you could just throw in a bunch of actions that this assistant could take on your behalf. And you just go down through any of the apps you want to add in here, and you specify, what sort of actions you'd want this assistant to even take. So we all know, like with AI, like part of the challenge is restricting it, and this is the way to restrict it, which can make it really powerful. The other piece here, which isn't in this example, is data sources. So you can have it, query a whole bunch of different data sources that you add. You can ask questions of your Notion, docs, Zapier tables, Airtable, whatever is in this list. We're adding to it day by day. I know Jira is probably the more recent addition. So that just allows you to communicate with the data and then perform actions from it as well.
And for those who are already using Zapier and might wonder why, if I compare with the integration Zapier offers, why there are so few data sources. It's not the same type of integration we're talking about in this case, right?
Exactly. So normal like Zapier integrations, that's really where when we're looking at actions and like, going through an API to perform something, find something, etc. Whereas data sources, you're actually telling the assistant to go look at a large data set, not just like one row at a time or anything like that. So it's querying this large data set and looking and analyzing the whole thing at once, which is just like fundamentally different, uses a different service in the back end to go do that and all that. Actions though, that's tied into like our traditional way of thinking of Zapier, right? And you've got thousands of different apps here with all of their API actions, and all of that is housed.
Amazing.
So I cleverly named this Clay People and Company Assistants because I was rebuilding Clay through Zapier, and so that's what I named this. More or less, this is the prospect building part of that. And so I'll go into behaviors, and I'll show you. I'll show you quickly how I set these up, and then we'll go actually do it. There's two things you want to do when you're building a prospect list. Of course, I've never actually been in sales. I know a lot about it, and know this is generally what you're doing. You're adding companies and a lot of information about those companies, right, to target the sorts of people that you want to go out and reach out to. So you add those companies, and then there's also like adding the individual people. The companies, for this bit, all I'm doing is saying like, hey, anytime I message this assistant and I say add companies, go ahead and go find the company's domain. So it'll actually do a Google search to go find the domain. And then simply add the companies from the LinkedIn page that I'm looking at, and just limit them so that you're not adding like 100 at a time. Like, let's take it in phases. And the only action I give it is to create a record in Zapier tables. And so I've got this table over here. It's got a whole bunch of different fields. And so I basically just need the domain. And so I'm just telling the assistant to go ahead and just add to this table. AI is going to generate the actual domain name. And then for all those other fields, I say, hey, don't worry about those. We're going to have Clearbit kind of do an automation in the background there. We just want to get the domain name into the table first. So that's it. I mean, it's extremely simple. And when this is on, now I can go into LinkedIn and there's a central Chrome extension, and that's what I open up to add companies in. So let's just do that real quick, and then we'll add people, and I can talk through what that looks like. Does that sound good?
Yeah, amazing.
Super cool.
And like relatively easy to set up also, huh?
Yeah, it's like wild how easy it is. Anyway, all right, so let's do this. So let's do, I don't know, Austin. That's where I used to be from. There's lots of software companies there. So let's do information technology industry, and then let's do like a company size 200 to 500 employees. Great. So I've got this list, right? On LinkedIn, it paginates them. So I'm just looking at this first one, and let's say I want to go ahead and add this in. All I'm doing is opening up the extension, going into that assistant that I made, and just telling it to add companies. When I do that, it will go look at this list, and it'll actually step you through what it's doing. Seems nice and quick. Let's go. All right. So it saw the trigger. Are we? Yeah. Okay. We're good here. So it saw the trigger. I messaged it, add companies. First, it tells you what it's going to do. Hey, we're going to find the domains of these companies. So it's reading my screen from LinkedIn. Let me make sure this is good size here. And then it goes and performs a Google search for each of the domains. And it's great. I mean, it's pretty quick once it gets running. And you can open it up and you can always see what it is looking for. So it has the search query. And I didn't have to like tell it you saw my prompt. It was like, go find the domain, like go do what you need to do to get this done. And so that's what it's doing. And I don't know if I said limit to about 10. I think that's really all it'll show, but it'll like pick some like limit, which is nice. So it's, gonna pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And then it goes and it creates the record in Zapier tables. So while that's working, we can go look at here and it will go create records. This might have been from when we previously were testing this. But there it goes, just down the list, adding, Bethesda, Trilogy, what else are we going to see here? DevRev, Plevo. So while it's just kind of working, like you could, go do something else while it's getting the job done. And then when new records are added in here, they're going to run through it looks like it added some before when I was testing this, but it'll go through and trigger the Zap to go to Clearbit, and then Clearbit fills in company name, description. We can see it all here. Founded year, location, all that starts to get filled out. If for whatever reason Clearbit doesn't find it, like that's where maybe we're not going to see things fill out here. And maybe you'd want like another Zap to either go to a different service, or maybe I could tell this assistant to like, guess. I could add an AI step to the Zap and be like, hey, if you didn't find anything, like an educated guess is fine. Just like let me know that you guessed.
Yeah.
And that way I could check it. Like maybe there's a field that's just like says like AI generated all the rest of the information. But that's more or less like how it'll work. And Central, as it continues working here, it'll get to the end and it'll likely ask me like, hey, do you want me to keep going? And I can tell it to keep going or not. But that's how you can add companies. Super easy.
Nice. And Bryce, on that one, so what we saw there, which I think is quite important to point out, is you basically, when you trigger the assistant, you obviously need to be on the page where that context is, but then you're free to change tabs once it's sort of already got that context, right? You don't need to stay on your LinkedIn page while it's going off and Google searching and creating tables. It had the context when you said, hey, add companies. And then as a salesperson, you're free to actually go and do the other things you need to do.
Yeah, that's a good call out, which is nice. I don't even think about that because I jump around so much. But yeah, once you trigger it and it runs, it's taking a quick like shot of the page. And so this can work for, any website. You can even set up like, instead of using the extension, when I'm in here setting up the assistant, I can set up, different actions, but also it can go to different websites directly from Central. So you can tell it like, go look at, the top 3 posts from Hacker News or something like that. So you can like go tell it right now what to do. It'll load the website. It'll like screenshot it. It'll like push out stuff. So, I mean, a lot of times I find myself like, I don't even need to do much setting up with Central. I can just have the, either the Chrome extension open or this tab open and just use it as my AI assistant without like telling it very specific instructions. I mean, yeah, I could just go to Hacker News myself, but maybe I have a table set up and then I can be like, hey, pull these, like, okay, great. Now go add it to the table, or maybe it just knows to do that. But, here's the screenshot. And it just does it for you, which is sweet.
Amazing.
And so that question would be, so if these chatbots can have multiple purposes, like this one is good at creating those companies and contacts in your table dedicated to that, but now you can use it also to browse Hacker News. Then why do you draw the line on having multiple ones? Because we see you have dozens that you've created. What makes sense to compartment into one chatbot versus having like different one?
Yeah, that's a great question. I figure, when you're creating these, like starting simple, right? Like this is like people and companies assistant. But then as I start working and I'm like, oh, it'd be great if it also did this. Oh no, it'd be great if it did this. Like this could turn into my sales assistant. I think that's just the nature of it, is like you can just start iterate and build upon it and make it more and more valuable so that it kind of does everything you could possibly want. And I think in the future, when Central becomes more mature and there's like more sharing capabilities with your team. Like you could have people go in here, work on an assistant, and then share it out, and like a team member can jump in and get everything they need from one spot. But I mean, as soon as you get just maybe confused about how many behaviors there are and like what keywords do what, like that's when, you know, you probably want to like slow it down a little bit. But for this one, you know, it's easy. It's like add companies, add people. It's just like, that makes it really simple.
And how has been the feedback on that so far? Like, do you see a lot of usage from existing Zapier users? Do you see people only using Central right now? Do you have any information there?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't have like all of the stats exactly. I mean, I do know like people who come in for our chatbots product are pretty like, there's a lot of them that don't use anything else but chatbots because it's just a unique use case. I think, you know, with Central, just like with any other AI product, we're trying to see what is out there and where will the dust settle for it to be practical, you know, driving some actual like results that point to some revenue, and like where can we really squeeze this and make it useful. I mean, there's a million ways I could use AI, right? But like, how much easier is it for me to go copy and paste something? You know, like many AI use cases, it's like, couldn't you just go to that website? So it's like with automation too, it's like efficiency in the name of efficiency. Like, is it actually driving results or not? And so we're gathering as much use case data as possible, and that's what's the beautiful thing about Zapier, is that we do have people using it. We have so much information about how people are using AI in like automation, and we're just trying to, you know, like I said, kind of let the dust settle a little bit to see what comes of it. So yeah, bit vague of an answer, but that's where we're at.
No, it's super cool. One interesting, do you already have any sort of insights on, like, let's say when these are being used in like a team context, is it really individuals creating these themselves for their own sort of smart minor use cases, much like let's say similar to ChatGPT, where everyone is just chatting about, hey, this is what I need? Or is it more like, I guess, traditional software development solutions of AI, where there's sort of a few people who really like into automation, into the AI, now creating these Zapier Central bots for, let's say, the whole customer success team or the whole sales team?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I feel like one that I probably should be able to answer as a part of my job. So your challenge is good, but I don't have like super concrete examples or an answer to that. I mean, I would think that, I know for sure at Zapier there's AI involved a lot of the time in RevOps, in like making sure people are prepared for like calls and like transcripts and understanding customers and like all that stuff. There's deep automation happening that AI is involved in. Central, I feel like we're still like exploratory. And I think I see more of the individual use cases at the moment. But yeah, we'll see where, you know, what it still needs for that to change. Like I don't know exactly. But yeah.
No, super interesting. And under the hood, is it something you can share? Is it like OpenAI that's being run? Is it one of your own models, or is that something people can adjust in the configuration actually?
Yeah, this is like something the team kind of runs with. It's not like chatbots where you're using OpenAI and like you can change your model. So I actually don't even know exactly what they're leveraging to make this run. But they're really
already
smart.
Yeah, and it already seems like you can really see the decision making in there going overdrive from just like you said, a vague prompt of like, go and find the website, that it's like, Google's a good idea to do that. It's super intuitive.
Yeah, I think like anyone who's gone into Make or Zapier and automation just doesn't click for them. I mean, it doesn't click for everyone. It's not the easiest thing to understand.
Difficult. It's difficult to structure, and especially it's frustrating if you're missing one of often an automation is not going to work because of one step that we're not able to configure. So if AI is able to cover some of the main steps of an automation, and all we have to do is specify our instructions. Then you really democratize access to automation this way.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, I mean, it's like if automation doesn't work for you, like go try AI, because you could set up what would be a Zap or an automation through Central in a different way and a different approach that could be easier for you. So,
yeah. Amazing. Jan, do you have other questions?
No,
before we close that?
Just going to reiterate, super exciting. Looking forward to getting my hands on it for sure.
Yeah, I have a couple of use cases in mind, so I think we're going to be adding at least 1 or 2 tutorials on Zapier Central very, very soon. Might reach out for your expertise, Bryce, on setting that up. Thanks a lot for joining us today and demoing Zapier Central. It was pretty amazing to see it in action.
yeah, thanks for having me. It'll be fun to kind of see where it goes and how y'all use it too. So let me know.
Cool. Cheers.